Hello everybody, my name is EK, welcome back to more Old School Runescape. Today we are checking out the Golem, and let me just quickly break down why exactly we're checking out this quest. Because we want to go do the Recipe for Disaster Evil Dave part. For this quest, we need to have done Shadow of the Storm. And for Shadow of the Storm, as you can see, we do need the Golem. We have all the other stuff. Shadow of the Storm is also the follow-up quest to Demon Slayer. It's the only other quest, as far as I'm aware, that is also in this list. Yes, so it's a two-part quest chain, which is kind of nice, because that means we can wrap up yet another quest chain, which does feel quite good. So the plan for the upcoming videos most likely is going to be do the Golem on today's video, then the next video will be Shadow of the Storm, and then the third video in this little chain will be the actual Evil Dave part of the Recipe for Disaster quest. Now, the only potential problem, which is also interesting, is that I don't know where I start this quest, because it says I started over here at Ruins of Uzur, but I have never been to the Ruins of Uzur. There's the Ruins of Uzur basement, and I'm assuming we're gonna go in there for the quest or something. It's an intermediate quest. It requires 25 thieving, 20 crafting, both of which we have plenty. There is no recommendations outside of that. It is a fairly old quest from 2005, but to be fair, that hasn't really stopped quests from being interesting, because I believe that the other quest that was in what was it called? In the Red Axe chain, it was the opening quest for the dwarven stuff, the giant dwarf, yeah, giant dwarf. It was also from 2005, and that quest had pretty solid writing. It had a good quest chain, or like a good setup. It had cutscenes. So overall, you know, the year of release doesn't really tell me that much, besides that it's newer than, you know, when the game came out, which means that at least they've learned something from it. But yeah, I haven't actually gone to that area yet. I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to get there. There are two paths that I'm thinking, because I was looking at this before I started recording, and it seems as though I can exit through here, maybe, the Shanty Pass or Shanty Pass. However, it being a pass, I don't know if I can pass it. You know, I guess we'll have to go figure it out. If that doesn't work, which I'm not sure if it will, maybe there's going to be an exit through the Giant's Plateau, because we've obviously been here for the Sleeping Giant quest. And there is this River Elite dungeon that maybe we can use, but I'm thinking we probably just go through Shanty Pass, over this river over here, provided we can pass this river. And then we go over to the east into the Ruins of Uzur. So there's also the Oasis down here. You know, I kind of like the idea that I'm going to this place. Oh wait, Desert Treasure is here. Oh, that's cool. So I've never actually been into the desert yet. I mean, I've been to this upper part of the desert, like the free-to-play part of the desert, the Al-Kharit part of the desert, but I haven't ever left this area and gone to the deeper parts. I guess you can maybe consider Giant's Plateau to be deeper in there, but there's still like a border around it. So lots of stuff to explore. There's lots of towns actually. There's Polovnich. There is it Polovnich? Polnovich. I think it's Polnovich. There is the Ruins of Unka. There is Metaphos, which sounds very Egyptian to me in its naming scheme. There is this area, the Necropolis, the Pyramid. Well, obviously Pyramid being fairly Egyptian as well, but this looks like it's almost like either more undeady or potentially even like salt-like, because of its like very wide color palette here. So we'll have to see. There's the Ruins of Ulek. Lots of stuff to do, but for today, of course, we're focusing on the Ruins of Uzur, but I wanted to take you guys through this little adventure on the map, as I haven't actually taken a look at this outside of, you know, just seeing it on the world map as such. So I guess I'll see you guys over at the Shanty Pass. So I saw a comment by Daniel Rook, who has been commenting on a lot of the stuff. It's been really enjoyable, by the way. Just quickly wanted to shout this out. It's been really enjoyable to see people going through my series, pretty much following up on my 200-hour review and having people actively binge the entire thing and catching up and leaving comments and stuff. It's been really, really pleasant. You know, it's one of the things that I really love about YouTube, is the fact that this content is here to stay, and hopefully it's here to stay forever, depending on, you know, what happens to YouTube down the line. But I love the idea that someone, you know, days, weeks, months, or years down the line can come into my series and just go absolutely ham, binging every single thing, and, you know, I can get comments years down the line, and I think that's really fun. I still get comments sometimes on like year-old videos. I'm like, dude, that's so cool that people still find those, which is one of the reasons why I much prefer videos over live streams. I enjoy live streaming, you know, I do it on occasion, but Videos have like this longevity to them that I really do enjoy. But one thing that I want to point out is that he just mentioned something about the Culinariman's chest, which is that, you know, you can only see it, and I'll respond to the comments still, but you can only see it when you have done enough of the Recipe for Disaster quest, which I hadn't done before, of course, and I do indeed remember that people were standing there, kind of nowhere, and I kind of assumed that there was something there, because otherwise people wouldn't just be standing in the corner over there, but it's nice to know that they were looking at that chest, and it seems to be probably a very good chest, because I can only imagine that the rewards in there keep scaling up. I mean, we saw the gloves, of course, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's more rewards added to it besides just the gloves. So, can I just walk through? Go through. The desert is a very dangerous place. Do not enter if you are afraid of dying. Beware of high temperatures, sandstorms, robbers, and slavers. No responsibility is taken by Shente if anything bad should happen to you, in any circumstances whatsoever. So, quick little side thing, kind of related to this, but I remember back during the, I think it was called the Nature Spirit quest, where we had to go help the spirit in the southern part of like the swamp-like area in Mauritania, where, you know, there were the gas and stuff attacking us. And I remember a viewer of mine, you know, our favorite novelist, he left a comment, I believe, saying that there were a couple of areas that, you know, really made him feel tense. One of them being this area in Mauritania, another one being the desert. So it's why I'm a little bit like on edge now going in here. You know, it should be fine, but I still have a lot of, you know, I still have a lot of gear on me and stuff that I don't want to lose. And I haven't really experienced dying too much in this game yet. I don't know how feasible the chance is of actively losing everything, but I will proceed regardless. The thing I'm mostly afraid of is the temperatures and sandstorms. Like, are these natural phenomena that I need to watch out for? I don't know. I guess what I'll do is I'll stay out for now. You decide that you visit the deserts can be postponed, perhaps indefinitely. What I'm wondering is, can I talk to an NPC here who can give me some information about exactly what makes this place so dangerous? Hello! So, who are you? I'm Jar, the taskmaster for the Caridian Desert Achievement Diary. What is the Achievement Diary? Oh, here we go again. It's a diary that helps you keep track of particular achievements. In the Caridian Desert, it can help you discover some quite useful things. Eventually, with enough exploration, the inhabitants will reward you. You can see the list of tasks on the side panel. So immediately that makes me think, will there be some gear that you can acquire from here that might help you out in, you know, the dangers of the desert? So I have a question about my achievement diary. What kind of questions can I ask? What are the rewards? Can I hear something about this? I'm just kind of skipping through this. Easy rewards. Yeah, just check out the easy rewards, please. What is it? If you complete all of the easy tasks in the desert, you can charge a Pharaoh Scepter with 10 charges. Simon Templeton will purchase artifacts in banknote form, and desert goat horns are dropped as notes. Thanks. Wait, so you actually unlock drops from mobs as well by completing these tasks? Okay, that's interesting. I thought it was just like gear and stuff, and the ability to use certain like skips, but I guess it's also actively unlocking parts of the mob drop table and stuff. So let's talk to the Shente guard, because the guard must know what he's guarding, right? Hello there, what can I do for you? I would like to go into the desert, please. Oh, you know what, we'll just proceed regardless for now. You need a Shente pass to get through this gate. See Shente, he will sell you one for a very reasonable price. Wait, who is Shente? Oh, this guy, okay. Let's talk to him. Okay, so he sells desert ropes. Now, immediately I'm thinking, does this have some sort of heat resistance? A cool, light desert shirt. Okay, we might need these. I don't know. There's the Shente Pass over here, which only is 5. So what I'll do is I will go in here and I'll just see if there's like any sort of meter, anything that tells me, hey, you're dying of heat right now. Whoa. We unlock Egypt, Arabian 3, Desert Heat, Desert Voyage, Scarab, Sphinx, Sunburn, and the Desert. I'm not sure we should have been unlocking all of them at the same time there. I think we should have unlocked them one by one, but it's fine. Pretty cool track. I enjoy it. Alright, Irina, what's wrong? Irina seems to be very upset and cries as you approach her. Boo-hoo! Oh dear, my only daughter. So what is the matter?
Oh dear, my daughter. Aina has gone missing in the desert. I fear that she's lost, or perhaps even worse.
So when did you go into the desert?
She went in there just a few days ago. She said she would be back yesterday. And she's not.
Start a tourist trap quest. Oh! No. Well, I hope you find her. Just... Whoa, okay. Okay, we're taking damage. Are we taking damage? Yeah, you start dying of thirst while you're in the desert. Wait. You should get a water skin. A water skin. Water skin. Okay, hold on. Okay. We gotta break this down. I guess getting to the quest is gonna be part of the journey here today, guys. So trade chant, eh? Bowl of water, jug of water, water skin. Okay. Water skin 4, water skin 0. What are these? Are these charges? Is this a 0? No, this is 0. 15, 30. Okay, you know what? I'll just... I don't know if I need this, but I'll just buy 10 of these. I have a lot of water skins. I'll also buy... all of these, okay? For heat resistance, right? I don't know if there's like dangerous mobs in there, but for now, here we go. Here we go. Let's wear this beauty. Look at us. My god. If anyone of you has played Guild Wars 2, there's this... This guy's wearing the same thing, though. That's kind of cool. If anyone of you has played Guild Wars 2, there is this dye called the Permafrost dye. And the Permafrost dye has like this almost like inherent bloom effect to it. It's like the whitest dye you can possibly get in the entire game. The game has like hundreds, if not like 1,000 dyes or something. So there's a lot of room for customization. But one of the dyes is called Permafrost. And it's like this icy, almost bloom-like dye, which can be really cool in some... on some skins, you know, if you like use it properly, it's like an accent tone or something like that, or like a contrasting thing. But some people just like put full on permafrost and everything, and it looks like they're just the friggin' sun, but white, you know, like a white dwarf, I guess. Okay, so can I go in here now? Can I just go through? Is there no... Ah, okay, I have to hover a bit differently. Oh, do we need to pass every time we go through? I mean, it's not a big deal, it's fairly cheap, but I'm guessing we'll probably at some point unlock the ability to pass through without this. Kind of similar to how we did that with the pass next to Lumbridge going into Ogreed in the first place. Okay, here we go. I don't have any food on me, but I'm hoping... Can I use the water skins? No. I'm hoping they're like, oh, well done, you completed an easy task in the desert area. Wait, hold on, what did we get? Desert, easy task. Enter the desert with a set of desert ropes equipped. Okay. I have no idea what level mobs are here, but I reckon we're okay. There's a monkey here. Who's a cute little monkey? Ook, ook, eek, eek. Ah, akagunk. Yes. There's a rug merchant. Hello. Greetings, desert traveler. Do you require the services of Ali Morinet's flying carpet fleet? Yes, please. From here you can travel to the Bedabin camp in the west or north to Polovnich. Oh, it's a fast travel system on a flying carpet. That reminds me of this game I used to play. There was this Aladdin game back in the day on PC, where like on the initial levels, I think you were walking around, you know, throwing like apples and stuff to distract guards. But there were also these sections where you were on a flying carpet, having to dodge things as you were flying around, and that was super fun. So where are these places? The Bedabin camp and Polovnich. I think Polovnich we've seen. Polovnich is like down here. Where is this camp that we just heard about? There's a bandit camp. Oh, this camp over here, which has Desert Treasure 1. Okay. And a carpet to Shantae Pass. Oh, so these carpets are... Wait, there's also a carpet to Shantae Pass from here. But I can't travel. Wait, Oozer? Oozer. Wait. I don't want to travel to either. Fair enough. Magic carpet travel isn't for everyone. Enjoy the walk. Wait, don't I have it? Oh, you take a drink of water. Okay, so as long as I have them in my inventory, we will automatically use them, I guess. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. But can't I go to the other ones? So tell me about Ali Morrisane. What? You haven't heard of Ali M? Possibly the greatest salesman of the Caribbean Empire, if not all Gillinor? I can't say that I have, but he must be the ambitious type to try and set up his own airline. You know something? I reckon that he's trying to take on those gnomes in their own game, and I'd bet good money that he'd probably win. Ha, I think you've gone and lost me now. You know those small little guys, not the dwarfs now, mind? Yeah, gnomes, I'm with you so far. Well, they have already established an airline, Gnome Air. Go on. Anyway, I think that Aliem's setup here will prove really successful, and maybe once we're properly established, we could try to compete with those gnomes. I'll watch this space. So tell me about this magic carpet fleet. The latest idea from the great Ali Morrisane. Desert travel will never be the same again. So how does it work? The carpet or the whole enterprise? Tell me about how the carpet works first. I'm not really too sure. It's just an enchanted rug, really, made out of special Uganti hair. It flies to whatever destination its owner commands. Are they for sale then? Do you think I'm mad? Do you think that Ali Morrisane would throw his magic carpet monopoly away? Well, perhaps if I offered the right price. Not a hope. Could you imagine that mess there'd be if people were constantly zooming through Alcarid and Polovnich? It would be chaos. This way, we can keep the carpet traffic outside towns and other busy places. I suppose getting stuck in a carpet jam could be a bit tiresome. Just think of the friction burns you would get if you were in a carpet crash. I like how they're talking about car crashes and stuff. So, I have some questions. I'll try and help you as much as I can. Is Dad's your pet monkey nearby? He's his own monkey. He does whatever suits him. A total nuisance. I detect a degree of hostility being directed towards the monkey. I shouldn't say this really, but sometimes I begin to question some of Ali Morrisane's ideas. He says that associating a monkey with any product will increase sales. I just don't know. What will be next? Frogs? I doubt it. Amphibians don't have the same cutesy factor as monkeys. I'm confused. I thought you didn't like the monkey. I don't dislike monkeys. It's just that monkey, I don't know. I might just be paranoid, but I think he's, well, evil. Interesting. So, I did want to hear about the Enterprise. Oh wait, that's the wrong option, guys. Let me click him again. Oh, we just drank water again. I like how we're unlocking the state of it being, you know, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna unlock the 1 and the 0. I guess with the 0 one, you could probably fill it up yourself at a water source, right? So you could save some money in that way. Okay, so I once again want to ask about this carpet fleet, but now I want to ask about the Enterprise. It's quite simple, really. Ali Morrisane has hired myself and a few others to set up carpet stations at some of the desert's more populated places and run flights between the stations. So why has he limited the service to just the desert? I don't think Ali is prepared to take on Gnome Air just yet. Their gliders are much faster than our carpets. Besides that, I think we are in short haul a business, something that would only work in harsh conditions, like the desert. Why is that? I suppose because people would just walk. Getting lost isn't too much of a problem generally, but it's a different matter when you're in the middle of the Caribbean desert, with a dry water skin and no idea what direction to go in. You're right, I guess. How's business going then? Not too bad. The hubs are generally quite busy, but the stations in Uzur and Bedouin Camp could do with a bit more traffic. A growth market, I guess. Okay, so if I click I want to travel by the magic carpet, I guess I can't travel to that one yet, and I guess I'll unlock it or something. So I'll just start walking. There's a desert wolf, there's Uktanki, which were actually the wild versions, which we can attack. They have some drops, they drop bones and raw Uktanki meat, which we haven't unlocked yet. But, you know, I guess we'll just do a bit of traveling. I mean, it should. The thing is, like, the map looks vast. Like, you know, this looks vast, right? If you look on the map, you're like, oh my god, like this giant desert. But honestly, in game, in engine, like the game world just isn't particularly big. It's very dense. There's a lot of stuff to do, but it's not big, you know. So traveling there should take no time whatsoever. Meanwhile, I'll take a sip of coffee. You guys can enjoy the music. Ooh, it's a crocodile and some birds. Golden warblers. Are these for hunting purposes? Oh, there's even a hunting icon up here. Yes, golden warbler, desert devils, and orange salamanders. Okay, cool. Wait, cut Caridian cactus healthy? Wait, that's a woodcutting process. Oh, and that's also another bit of progress towards the Caridian easy thing. Ooh, a new music track called The Golem. Enjoy! So there is a flying carpet here. but there is no salesman here. And I'm assuming by doing the golem, maybe, we unlock this flying carpet. I like the idea that as we go through this desert, we unlock more and more places, because I reckon these places are often connected by a potential flying carpet to make traveling easier. I don't know. I always like the idea, guys, when you're in the game and you are dealing with a difficult area, you're dealing with a dangerous area, and everything just feels harsh. You feel like it's a pain to travel through. Everything just is, you know, you're like, oh my god, I hate this place. And then as you unlock more and more of the game, as you progress further and further, it becomes easier and easier and easier, till at some point you're just traveling through it with ease. You know, you're like autopiloting everything. You know, I like that sense of progression. Anyway, I'm assuming we talk to the broken clay golem, probably. Do we? Let's just talk to him. Damage severe. Task incomplete. Start the golem quest. Yes. Shall I try to repair you? Repairs needed. Alright. That is extremely simple. So let's go to the golem. The golem has asked me to repair him. Right. Well, I guess we better just climb down the staircase, right? There must be something down here. There's ghosts. There's a track called Forgotten. There's a statuette in the alcove. There's statuettes in every alcove, except for this alcove. That's an interesting observation to be made immediately. Are we looking to put something in there? Do these ghosts drop something cool? They drop looting bags. I don't know what looting bags are, but, you know, they're kind of low level. We might as well just slap a couple of them around and see if we can get their drop. It's a 1 in 7 chance, so it's not low. Ooh, I like the death animation. They're kind of cool. So I reckon in here we can probably just wear this again, right? Wait, where's my boots? Where are my boots, guys? Did I drop my boots? Did I not take my boots out? Didn't I have boots on? I mean, maybe I put them in the bank for the diving section and then I never took them out again. Can I open up this door? You can't find any way to open the door. Okay. I am thinking this is some sort of puzzle. And there are 4 alcoves, all with a statuette. Wait, you can turn statuette. You turn the statuette to the left. You turn the statuette to the right. Okay, so we can turn them. Is this a puzzle that I'm looking at right now? I mean, I'm assuming this is part of the golem, but it's a very vague quest. Nothing has been said yet. So we'll have to just kind of run around a little bit and see if we can puzzle together what exactly we're looking to do here. I'm assuming we're doing something in here. I mean, there's definitely a chance that we have to do something outside, and this is not something we're going to do right now. But the fact that the NPC was located right next to the entrance, and this place is called the... Oh, it's just dungeon. It's called the never mind. This is the wrong place. So it's called the Ruins of Oser Basement. I don't know. Maybe. There's a golem arm, a broken clay arm. Are we supposed to... Oh, we can pick up these mushrooms. There are black mushrooms. Nice to have unlocked that. Is there anything to loot up on the floor here somewhere, maybe? It also seems to be cooler in here. I think we don't need the water and the ropes in here because it's, you know, it's a dark temple-like area. Okay, so there is a statue here. A weathered old statue. Is it aiming at something? So it's just looking at me with the hand above the head. There's this statue as well, which we can't interact with, but it's like almost inside the wall. It's kind of ominously built, really. There's a plinth here. Contains a statue of a woman. Also with hand above head. This is hand above head. This guy has hand above head. Is there a reason why all these hands are above head? I guess I can talk to the golem again and maybe he can give me some more information, but I just wanted to dive straight in here. Oh, there is a strange implement on the floor. What did I find? Examine. It's pretty, but you wish you knew what it was. Indeed, I wish I knew what it was, but we have found something. And it almost looks like it's a key of some sort, so... if I now go over here, can I use it on the door? I mean, there's no keyhole. Nothing happens. Okay. Okay. Is this progress towards the quest, or am I doing something else? So we can turn all of these statuettes, and I feel like by turning these statuettes, a door might open up, like that door, for example. But I assume I'm supposed to get an indication as to how I need to turn these to achieve that goal. Plus, I feel like I need to add the missing one. I can add the strange implement to these things. The strange implement to this alcove, maybe? No. Okay. What I'll do is I will go back outside for just a moment, and I'll see if there's anything there, because maybe I don't have to go in here just yet. Okay, he has no new dialogue. Oh, there's a letter on the floor. Will that help me out? Can I read the letter? Dearest Varman, I hope this finds you well. Here are the books you asked for. There has been an exciting development closer to home. Another city from the same period has been discovered east of Varrock, and we are starting a huge excavation project here. Oh, is that the where I learned about the excavation process in general, like the dig site? Is that it? I don't know if the museum will be able to finance your expedition as well as this one, so I fear your current trip will be the last. May Saradomin grant you a safe journey home. Your loving, Elisra. Can I use the strange implement onto the golem, and can I then have him talk or something? You insert the skull into the golem and the skull hinges open. Ooh! Wait, the golem's skull shuts automatically. Wait, am I supposed to put something in there? Wait, hold on. So this thing opens it. Wait, hold on. Is it this and then immediately talk to him? Quickly grab something? Am I supposed to... Like, I open it up and then do I put something in? I don't get like an additional option. But I feel like it wants me to put something in, take something out. But what exactly? Wait, can I just use this twice on him? The golem's head is already open. Okay, so at least we've determined that a strange implement opens the golem's head. But for what purpose, we do not yet know. Do I put a mushroom in there? I mean, I can find mushrooms here. No, okay. We don't put a mushroom in there. Do I put water in there? No. Maybe I put the letter in there? No. Okay. So probably nothing we have right now. Maybe we need to find something else down here. Which most likely is going to be behind that door, I reckon. Unless this is like a desert treasure kind of related thing. Because I feel like we're hunting treasure right now. Oh, let's see. There's another player here. Let's see if we can... Oh, wait. Did he just teleport? Oh, he's over here. Where's he going? Where's he going? Let me... let me semi-cheat by just looking at him. Okay, what is he doing? What is he doing over there? Okay, he just took the strange implements, didn't he? Okay, where's he going? Oh. Is he opening up the door? 69 APM to the rescue? Okay. So, he's taken the strange implement, I think. And he's opened up the door. But he knows how to open up the door, and I don't. But at least it makes me feel like the strange implement and the door are indeed connected. Because he grabbed that one first, I believe. And then he went over the door. Okay, so how exactly do I open up this door? I feel like I need to find another statuette. I can also just randomly turn these things. Okay, so... does it matter which... like, right, left? Are there only... there's only two states, right? Okay, so everything to the left. This one's already to the left, I think. Okay, let's turn them all this way. Turn it that way, turn it that way. They're all to the... no, this one's to the right. To the left. Okay. Is the door open now? I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I am a bit lost right now. Wait. Wait, the statue's in front of the door. One to the left. Or sorry, one to the right. One to the left. Does that mean something? Does that mean that these two need to resemble the statues in front? So That one like that. Oh, this one is already correct then. But then what about these two? There's no statuette there. I'm really curious when I eventually figure out how this works. What exactly I am... You know, what I was supposed to do. Because I feel like I'm like on the edge of discovering what I need to do. But I just can't put two and two together. I feel like I'm missing something. Like, you know, there's over there. There's two aiming a certain way. Those were aiming a certain way. I feel like this middle room resembles these two. So there will be one over here that is similar to that one. One over here that is similar to that one. Which it already is right now. So there will be one over here that is also that is aimed in a similar direction as that one. And then maybe the door opens up. That is what I'm thinking right now. But the problem is that I don't have a fourth statuette. And unless I'm just completely blind, I don't think it's down here either. So these statues say a statue of a guy with a hammer. And these are women. Do I need to in some way bring or use a hammer? What I am thinking is that for this quest there were requirements, right? This quest had requirements for... Oh, wait. The golem asked me to repair him. Maybe I should speak to Alyssa at the dig site about the letter I found in Ulster. Okay. That's on me. That's totally on me. And the dig site is just, you know, this dig site, right? I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, it just says the dig site, so that must be it. So we rock teleport, we go there. Guys, I am an idiot, okay? I'm an idiot. Do we end up having to dig up the statuette at the dig site or something? And then using that in the temple area to open up the door. However, that would require me bringing a shovel, which I haven't brought yet. But something's telling me the dig site, you know, digging something up, finding this lost statuette, putting it there, it makes sense. I'm really curious about this, by the way, because we kept seeing this. And I will go here at some point. I've on purpose not talked to her because I kind of like keeping the mystery alive. What is the quest even called over there? It's a Soul's Bane. What is a Soul's Bane? I don't want to talk to her yet, but I want to see Soul's Bane. It's a short quest. I can start this quest by talking to Lorna by the rift east of the rock. Because it does sound very interesting thematically, at least. Okay, we did the Damien guy event again, like the sergeant, and we got the camo bottoms as well. We had the top, now we have the bottoms. I like the idea we can collect the entire thing. You know, I have 13 out of 1608. I reckon we are doing beautifully. So I'm expecting the NPC to be in here somewhere, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, to be fair, this is the dig site itself, so it would actually make sense that she's here somewhere. Here we go, Alyssa. There she is. Hello there. I found this letter in the desert with your name on it. Ah, so you found the ruins of Ulster. I wrote that letter to my late husband when he was exploring there. That was a great city as well, but the museum could only fund one excavation and this one was closer to home. If you are interested in his expedition, the notes he made are in the library in the exam center. Okay, we were just there, but I'll go back there. That's fine. So the quest says, Alyssa told me that Farman's expedition notes are in the library in the exam center. So this is the library, I reckon. So do we just search these bookcases just like we did last time? The label on this shelf reads Earth Sciences. However, the helpful books have been taken. It looks like the other students got to them first. I'm wondering if that means it's about this quest or just the helpful books in general have been taken first. You find a book on chemicals. Oh yeah, that's the book. Yeah, that's the other book. Okay, we don't need that book right now. We just dropped the book. Yeah, I was about to like drag it out of my inventory to like yeet it, but that's not how this game works. You find Varman's expedition note. There we go, beautiful. October 19th. The nomads were right. There is a city here, probably buried for millennia and revealed by the random motions of the sand. The architecture is impressive even in ruin, and must once have been amazing. One puzzling factor is the pottery. There are fragments all over the ruins, surely too much for a city even of this size. We have set up camp and will do a proper survey tomorrow. September 20th. The meaning of the pottery was explained today in a most surprising manner. We found a mostly intact clay statue buried up to its waist in sand, and as soon as we dug it out, it started to walk around. It is a clay golem, built by the city's inhabitants and dormant all this time. Its head is badly damaged and it is uncommunicative. But its existence tells us that the city's inhabitants were expert magical craftsmen. The huge kilns in some of the buildings indicate that at some point before its destruction, the whole city was converted to the manufacture of these golems. We've also examined the carvings on the large building in the center. There are symbols depicting several of the ancient gods, including Saradomin, Zamorak, and Armadil. But there is another prominent symbol that I cannot identify. As it seems we will need to be here for longer than I had thought, I have sent to Elissa for books on golems and religious symbols. September 21st. As we examine the ruins, one thing becomes increasingly clear. Most of the damage was not due to weathering. The buildings were destroyed by force, as if torn down by giant hands. Golem hands? September 22nd. A breakthrough! We have found the staircase into the lower levels of the temple. This part has been untouched by the elements, and the carvings here are more intact, especially 4 beautiful statuettes in alcoves framing the large door. 4. There we go. I have removed one of them. The door will not open. I am glad I sent for a book on symbols, as the unidentified symbol is even more prominent here, especially on the door. Our messenger returned with the books I asked for and a letter from Elissa. It is unfortunate that the museum will not be able to finance a full-scale excavation here, as well as the one closer to the rock, although I am of course pleased that the other city has been uncovered. But with the books I am able to piece together more of the story of this city. The unidentified symbol in the ruins is that of the demon Gamaron. I still think that's a G, right? I keep forgetting, like it's a difficult, like is it Gamaron, Tamaron? I think it's Gamaron, who was Zamorak's chief lieutenant during the God Wars of the Third Age. With that information, I can say with confidence that these are the ruins of Uzur, an advanced human civilization said to have been destroyed towards the end of the Third Age, roughly 2500 years ago. It was allied with Saradomin and enjoyed his protection, as well as that of its own mages and warriors. Gamaron was able to open a portal from his own domain straight into the heart of the city, bypassing its defenses. With Saradomin's help, the army of Uzur was able to drive Gamaron back, but the record ends at that point, and it has always been assumed that a later attack either by Gamaron or by Zamorak's other forces finished the city off. Examining the door again, I now see that it is exactly the sort of door that could be used to seal Gamaron's portal. I am suddenly glad I was not able to open it. I surmise that the army of golems was created in order to fight the demon, since Uzur's army had been wiped out and Saradomin's forces were increasingly stretched. However, this approach evidently failed since the city was eventually destroyed. The art of the construction of golems has been lost since the Third Age, and although they are sometimes discovered lying dormant in the ground, no concerted effort has been made to regain it, thanks largely to the modern Saradominist Church view them as unnatural. This view is without foundation, as golems are neither good nor evil but follow instructions they are given to the letter and without imagination. Indeed, experiencing extreme discomfort for as long as the task assigned to them remains incomplete. Some golems were constructed to obey verbal instructions, but the main method of instruction was to place magical words into the golem's skull cavity. These were written on papyrus using a naturally occurring source of ink, and their magical power derived from the use of a phoenix tail feathered as a pen. These would be used for long-term or important tasks, and would override any verbal instruction. Alright, lots of really cool information there. And we have now learned some stuff. I don't know if we're supposed to piece everything together from here. I'll go back to Elissa, maybe she has some more information. But from my understanding here, you know, there's like a lot of lore in there. It's a really cool quest. I love it when it's talking about old civilizations and stuff. You guys have heard me talking about it before. I really do enjoy that thematically, like thematic setup a lot. But for this quest, it seems we need to write something on papyrus by using like a phoenix feathered pen, put instructions in his mind by using the strange implement to open up his skull, put those in there, and then he was going to have to do certain things for us, potentially opening up the door if we'd even want to, because apparently a demon could potentially be locked up in there. I'm not sure we want to open up the door, but there's something we need to do here, and I'm not quite sure, but at least we have a rough idea as to what the game wants us to do. Let's talk to Alyssa again. Maybe she has some more information. Hello there. So there seems to be no additional... No, there's no additional information. Okay, so I guess we go back to... I mean, do we go back to the golem? How do I get papyrus? What kind of phoenix pen are we talking about? I'm not 100% sure, guys. I'm once again a little bit lost. The quest doesn't specify anything, right? So the hints are within the book. So let me just scan through the book again on my own and see if I can piece something together here. Okay, so I'm thinking, because we have a crafting requirement, there is going to be something in crafting that I can use for this. So the crafting requirement is 20. So I'm looking for something that requires 20 crafting, and that might point me in the right direction. Okay, so cut sapphires and sapphire rings? Probably not. Unless we're looking to make like a pen tip or something from a sapphire. Oh, I'll keep it in mind, but that doesn't sound very plausible. But there is nothing else with a 20 requirement. So why do we need 20? Is it something that is outside of the crafting menu? It's going to be like a crafting check later on. Or do we actually need a sapphire? You know, we also need 25 thieving. So maybe there's something there. I can steal stuff from warriors. So would I be able to steal papyrus from warriors or something like that, maybe? But who are these warriors? Are they just like any warriors out there? I mean, fruit stall, but I can't imagine I need fruit for this. I guess. Chest? No. Other? There is this one, the Sorcerer's Garden minigame Spring Alcarit region, which might have to do something with it, because it is still the desert and it's the Alcarit region, so maybe that is it. But do we steal something from warriors? Maybe something with clay, because it does say it is a clay golem, but I'm assuming that is just its, you know, like the way it's built, like it's physical stuff, like, you know, it's not to do with its command, right? So that can't be it. Okay, the only thing I can think of right now to maybe get some idea as to what to do is visit the museum, because the museum ties into both of this. Like, the museum was given the task to go here. It's mentioned in multiple documents that the museum is an important part of this because they sent out the expedition. So maybe there's something I can get there. Oh, that reminds me, this place also had those quest completion things. Now, I haven't done too many quests outside of Recipe for Disaster, but maybe there's going to be some like some quests that will give me more kudos. So might as well just quickly check. Can I help you? I have some information that might be of use in your displays. There we go. There we go. That's grand. We're always glad to have more facts. Now tell me what you know. On second thoughts, you seem to have everything I know covered here. No matter, I'm sure you'll find more. Look around the museum, explore the city, and maybe do some quests, and I'm sure you'll find something worth telling. Okay, so there's nothing I can do here. Unfortunate. Wait, there's another staircase up there. Can I go there? Have we gone up to that staircase yet? I feel like we haven't, have we? I like how you have to walk all the way around them like this. It's kind of like the IKEA, you know, well, the IKEA. It's kind of like, you know, you have to go through a set path, and sometimes you can, like, you know, cut the path a little bit, but it's always such an adventure to go to a store like that. What is up on this floor? Teacher and pupil. So display case here with, is this a gnome glider? The Fifth Age, Year 20. What little we know of the gnomish history is mainly learned from the glider pilots scattered around Gielinor. They did mention that an old gnome engineer called Ognok used to make model gliders for his children. Ognok's son, Unok, ended up... I like how they're using U-Og. That's beautiful. Ended up creating this method of transportation with inspiration from his father of models. Captain Deerkin and Captain Ninto were said to be the test pilots of the initial prototypes, though inquiries have proved them to be reticent to give much information. It appears that these gliders will safely transport one gnome in flight. The staff at the museum have carefully constructed this replica model. I should probably spend time one day just going through literally all of these and just kind of having some fun. There's like an ice golem kind of thing here. There's probably some really cool stuff here, but I really don't want to spend like 45 minutes on a video right now doing it, so I should probably dedicate like a proper video to it or something. Alright, let me see if there's anything maybe downstairs, some more information. I mean, to be fair, I can talk to all of these guys, which I will do, but let me go downstairs first. I mean, the golem quest itself probably gives kudos, right? I reckon that's the case. Wait, claim log rewards from the collector? Could you count how many uniques I've obtained in my collection? I'd love to count everything you've collected on your adventures. You might want to take a seat, this could take a while. The collector starts counting the items in your collection. From what I can see, you have collected 13 items in your collection. You've made a good start at filling your collection. Keep at it. Okay, well, you know, I try. I try very hard. Let's talk to the curator. This guy knows, right? He curates things. Welcome to the Museum of the Rock. So... do you know where I could find any treasure? Look around you, this museum is full of treasures. No, I meant treasures for me. Oh yeah, I think we've read this before. Okay, nothing here. So let me go upstairs. We talk to the historian. Let's talk to Torgs. Torgs, hi there. Hello, what are you doing here? Oh, just taking a look at these displays. I'm a bit of a history buff. Really? Tell me something I didn't know. Well, did you know that Bob the cat is... No, you'd never believe me anyway. He's what? Tell me. No, couldn't possibly ruin the surprise. Ah, tell me. If you really want to know, talk to Unferth in his house in Berthorpe. Really? The game is going to tease lore about him? Really? That is cool. And we can go to Berthorpe and learn more about... Was it Evil Bob? No, not Evil Bob. Bob the cat? What was the name again? There's too many characters in this game, guys. Hello? Hi, have you seen the dig site displays? Yes, good aren't they? Have you done the quest? Yes, I did it all. Do you know after the quest you can get the teddy bear back by stealing it from the female student? I should have to try that sometime. Dude, that's a lovely touch of mechanics being explained in game. I love that. It's like, you know, did you know after doing the quest, you know, you can go back to the girl and just like nip the teddy bear back from her, like, haha, the quest is done, I have no use for you anymore. But I also don't think I have a use for this place. This place. Yeah, I'll see myself out, okay? I'll see myself out. I'm just right-clicking everyone right now, kind of seeing if there's like any other option besides talk. Probably isn't. Nope. I mean, there's get log. What is get log? Get me logs! Don't you have one lying around somewhere already? I think you're right. Oh yeah, that's the book thing, right? That's the book thing. Wait, pickpockets? Why would I pickpocket a curator? I mean, there's a thieving requirement, but what am I... Hold on, if I go to... I can't see his loot. What am I even supposed to steal of him? You attempt to pick the curator's pocket, but he doesn't have anything of note. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Guys, I don't know. So what I know is I need to do something in those ruins. I need to get papyrus, I need to get a pen, something, you know, with like phoenix feathers on it. I need to write some sort of instruction, open up his brain by using a strange implement. I need to then use the... Wait, strange implement. Could I go back to... No, right? I'm thinking, could I go back to the wait, could I use it on the curator? Hold on. Can I use it on the curator? Can you tell me something about it? No, okay. So I need to put something, like some instruction written into the golem, and then he's going to do something. But I don't know what I'm looking to achieve. Like, I don't know what I'm looking to have him do. I don't know where I get the papyrus. I don't know where I get the pen. I don't know what the eventual goal is going to be. I feel like I know nothing right now. Like, I know what the game wants me to do, but I don't know in any way how the game wants me to do that. So I'm a little bit lost. Repair the golem. It feels as though repairing the golem and giving him instructions are two separate things, right? The only thing I can think of is it's a clay golem, guys. Do I just like slap more clay into the clay golem? Is that a thing? Do I just get clay and like slap it on his face and be like, hey, you're done? You're fixed? I'm gonna try that. You know what? I have nothing to lose besides time. I'm gonna try that. Do I have clay though? I have clay. You know what? I'll bring like 5 clay. Here we go. See you guys back in the desert. I hope you guys enjoy seeing me struggle like this, because a struggle this is. I can only imagine how much easier this game is if you use a quest helper and it just tells you exactly what you need to do. I would be kind of intrigued to maybe at some point, once this series is done or like very, very far in, to start running a secondary account, even if it's like Iron Man or something. Actually, no, it should be not Iron Man. It should be like a main account. It should be like easy mode, where I just literally buy everything off the Grand Exchange that I can. I try and bypass everything I can do and just be as efficient as possible. I really wonder how quickly I will be able to catch up to the point where I'm at right now, because I am currently 9 days and 11 hours into this series, so that's like 227 hours if I'm not mistaken, which is a fair amount. But I really wonder, you know, what time frame I would need to get to this state again, because, you know, probably not very long, right? You can probably knock this out in what, 24 hours? Less, probably, if you know what you're doing. If you just buy all the items and stuff, just go like click, 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 click. Because a lot of the quests I feel like you can complete, especially the early quests like Dork's Quest and Sheep Shearer and Cook's Assistant and those kind of quests. Like, you can just walk up with all the things in your inventory, be like, hey, I'm done. It can be really quick, I reckon. Okay, I am back at the golem. Can I just open him up and put clay in him? What? That worked? You apply some clay to the golem's wounds, the clay begins to harden in the hot sun. Guys, I have no word for this. I didn't expect that to work. I mean, I'm really happy it did, but really? Just put clay in his face? Really? Okay. So, is he repaired now? Damage severe. Okay, open him up again. Throw more clay into him. We fixed the golem's legs. Open him up again. Put some more clay in him. The golem is nearly whole. Okay, this is... Okay. This is okay. You repair the golem with the final piece of clay. Damage repaired. Thank you. My body and mind are fully healed. Now I must complete my task by defeating the great enemy. What enemy? A great demon. It broke through from its dimension to attack the city. The golem army was created to fight it. Many were destroyed, but we drove the demon back. The demon is still wounded. You must open the portal so that I can strike the final blow and complete my task. Okay. So, I have repaired the golem. The golem asked me to open the portal so that it can defeat a demon. To open the portal, I will need to find a missing statuette. So my breakdown from the very start was in fact correct. According to Vermon's notes, he removed the statuette during his expedition. Which I would logically assume once he's done with his expedition, because he was working for the Varrock Museum, he would bring back to the museum, right? So, does that mean that the curator knows where the statuette is? And did he not give me that information before because I needed to be on this step, guys? Is this a situation where I was just a little bit too quick on going to check that out, and now that I go back, maybe he does have something? Because I don't think there's anything in here, right? It's just this statuette. Because I really feel like this setup with these statues, these 2 statues, putting them all in the alcoves, like, I think I am correct there. So I guess what I'll do, so I'll go back to Varrock, I will talk to the curator. I will talk to the NPC over at the dig site if the curator does not know anything, because I feel as though I'm on the right track right now. If I talk to him again, does he have new dialogue for me now? Oh, he does. I am looking for a statuette recovered from the city of Uzer. Ah, yes, a very impressive artifact. The people of that city were excellent sculptors. It's in the display case upstairs. No, I need to take it with me. What do you want it for? I want to open a portal to the lair of an elder demon. Yeah, that sounds something that we should definitely do. You should definitely let me do that, dude. You should definitely allow me to open up a portal and let this demon roam free that might just attack the entirety of the desert and then Varrock later. I mean, to be fair, you guys have let me do a very similar thing with Elvark, potentially risking the entirety of Gilnor to be at risk, so why the hell not? Well, I just want it. Well, you can't have it. This museum never lets go of its treasures. I mean, to be fair, that makes perfect sense. I too would not do that. So let me see what happens if I try and use the other option. Here we go. Good heavens! I'd never let you do such a dangerous thing. Okay, but now I know that it's upstairs in one of the display cases, right? So where is this it? This is it, right? Third Age, year 3000 to 4000. This statuette was found in an underground temple. I mean, guys, I was able to find... If I had gone through all of the options, or like if I had gone through all of these as I talked about not wanting to do on this particular video, I would have run into this thing, right? That's kind of cool. So this statuette was found in an underground temple in the ruined city of Uzer, which was destroyed late in the Third Age, suddenly due to causes unknown. It probably represents one of the clay golems that the craftsmen of the city built as warriors and servants. The statuette was originally part of a mechanism whose purpose is unknown. I mean, it's door opening, right? So can I open it? The cabinet is locked. Oh, guys, I think I know. So we learned that we can pickpocket the curator, right? And there is a thieving requirement. I'm thinking he has the key on him, and we now... Yes, yeah. You pick the curator's pocket and steal the key. There we go. Okay. That one was easy to figure out, guys. Once I'm on the right path, the brain keeps going, but finding the path can be difficult. So we open the display case now, and we have taken... You open the cabinet and retrieve the statuette. There we go. Beautiful. So now, I guess I take this statuette back over to the to Uzer, put it in there, and then we can open up whatever we need to open up. I mean, there is no combat recommendation, so either it's super easy combat or there is no combat. I'm kind of assuming that, from my understanding, the golem will do the fighting for us, right? So we don't have to do the fighting, I think. Because it's the golem's job, not our job. Our job is just to get the golem to where he needs to go. Oh, you can right-click on Shantae and then say bypass. There we go. That's much easier. You don't have to go through the entire store window. So we proceed, and we once again walk over to Uzer. Wait, this Uthanki is attacking me. Sir, don't you know who I am? I am the Slayer of Elvark, the opener of doors that might lead to his entire realm being destroyed by an elder demon. I am Green Helmet Guy. Let me take this meat and then drop it, just so that I've unlocked the meat, you know. It's important. Okay, let's put the statuette back over here in the alcove and make sure it's turned this way. Have we now opened up the door? Did we do it? You can't find any way to open the door. Okay. It's probably something to do with how these things are. Oh, these are not correct anymore. I guess I must reset. Okay, so this one is aimed that way. This one's aimed that way. Unless they're pointing. Are these guys pointing? I feel like this is the correct way, but maybe they're pointing. Okay, what if I go talk to the golem again? Because at least I've put the statuette back in now, right? I should turn the statuette to the correct sequence to open the portal. How do I open the portal? The 4 statuettes in a temple must be turned to the correct pattern. I do not know the pattern. Golems are not permitted to open the portal. Okay, so all I need to do now is figure out the correct pattern. And I'm thinking, as I talked about before, that these things are I was thinking I need to mimic these things. Maybe they're pointing and I need to be doing the opposite of what they're saying. So now I have them all facing the other way around. Is that correct? No, it's not. Maybe I face them all towards the door. That way and that way. Oh, yes! The door grinds open. Cool. Okay. So, do I just enter the door now? The room is dominated by a colossal horned skeleton. Do I want to be in here? I should inform the golem that the demon is dead. Wait, so the demon has been slain already. It looks like the demon didn't survive after all. Did it die from starvation here? Throne of the Demon as well as a cool track. Look at this place. I love the way this place looks. There's a throne. A throne encrusted with sparkling gems. That's a cool looking place. I enjoy this place. Then again, I quite enjoy demonic looking areas in games in general. Unless at some point they're all demonic, like in Diablo 4, where I feel like it was just dark. There was no contrast anymore. But overall, in like a cheerful game. Oh look, I can see. Wait, hold on. What was that? Is that the water shrine area that I see up north there? I think that might be the water shrine area that I see up north there. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's go talk to the golem and tell him that his task has been completed. And does that mean that my task has been completed because I've repaired him and his task is done, so he can, he can go back to sleep or go back to whatever it is that he wants to do. So, don't worry. All we've done right now, we've just opened up a realm to a demon that, maybe could contain other demons and maybe they could come through and, we've not achieved anything else, but it's fine. My task is incomplete. It's okay. The demon is dead. The demon must be defeated. No, you don't understand. I saw the demon's skeleton. It must have died of its wounds. Demon must be defeated. Task incomplete. Well then, just follow me. Wait, am I supposed to... Okay, I think I'm supposed to show him something. Like, take something off the demon, off the skeleton, and show it to him. I think. But how... Can I break a piece off or something? I think that's what the game wants me to do, like break off a piece. I should find some way to convince the golem that its task is done. I mean, to be fair, he could just come in with me and I can show him, but I guess that doesn't work. So what I'm thinking right now is that I need to break off a piece of this skeleton. And I probably need to use some tool for it, unless I can use... Can I like... I don't know, guys. Can I unequip the sword and then use the sword on the skeleton? No. Okay. I'm thinking I need to break something off using, I don't know, like a pickaxe, an axe, a knife, something, probably. And then come back here. I hope you guys are happy because I finally learned to use this staircase a lot more because the cook is next to it. So I'm now used to using this proper staircase instead of that staircase that I've always used at the start. So what I'll do is I'll make my life very easy and I will just bring everything that I can think of. So a pickaxe sounds fine. A hammer, I mean, to be fair, we saw guys with hammers outside. You know what? I'll bring a hammer. I will bring a knife. I will bring... Do I bring a chisel? I mean, might as well bring a chisel. It's fine. And we bring... Where's my axe? There's my axe. Okay. I guess those are probably... Like, one of them should work, right? Okay. See you guys back over in the demon realm. Alright, here we go. Back into the floating demon realm that we do see up above here, which looks a bit weird, which is probably because I am not supposed to see this part being rendered, but that is perfectly fine. So, use the pickaxe to chop off a bit of the skeleton. Does that work? Nothing. Okay, use the hammer. Use the knife. Use the chisel. use the axe. Okay. Nothing to do with the skeleton, but there is still the throne over there. I was also thinking maybe I need like a bucket or something to grab this blood, but you know, it's not like there's nothing here. So maybe I do something with the throne, because it was talking about these gems, right? Like it's encrusted with sparkling gems. So what if I slap some gems off? Oh, you don't have enough free space to remove all 6 gems. Oh, okay. Well, this we can drop. That we can drop. The letter we could probably drop, really. We don't really need any more. Varmin's notes, but I don't think we probably need any more. I think I memorized what I need. Actually, I want to keep it. The display cabinet key we can drop. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 free spaces. We can always pick this back up because it's like just a room before us. And I'll just drop one of these just in case. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can pick back up the black mushroom because I don't know, like it's picked up in this room. I feel like, or like picked up in this area. Maybe we need it in some way. So did I use the hammer? Use hammer. You prize the gems from the demon's throne. Rubies, emeralds, and sapphires. So this is what we need the crafting for. Right? Do I show him the gems? But to be fair, couldn't those gems have come from anywhere? A throne from which you have removed all the gems. Okay. So if I go back to the golem, can I just show him the gems? I don't know. I feel like, you know, these gems I could have also just made this up because I could have bought them elsewhere or brought them from elsewhere. I already told you he's dead. Oh, how am I going to convince you? How am I going to convince him? I should find some way to convince the golem that its task is done. So I have the gems, okay? I can chisel the gems. I mean, I have the chisel with me. But why would I want to do that? And why do I need the crafting requirement, guys? Because so gems, crafting, there is something here I need to do with crafting. And it's something jewelry related, probably. So I can cut sapphire. I don't need to be able to cut the emeralds, right? And I don't need to be able to cut the rubies either. So I need to cut the sapphires, okay? Because sapphires require 20. And the quest says 20 crafting. Okay, so I need to chisel the sapphires, right? Wait, hold on. Did I use the wrong thing? Wasn't it chisel? Wait, sorry. These are already cut. Of course, these are already cut. Wait, hold on. But since these are already cut, what? 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 I'm not sure. I'm lost again. Let me go inside as well as to not constantly waste the water. Is there a reason why these black mushrooms are here? Do I do something with the black mushrooms? Yeah, the only thing that I require 20 for is to cut sapphire. But I have sapphire already cut, so why would I even need to be able to cut sapphire when I get the cut version of the sapphire as a reward from this quest? I think it's just to signify that I need to use sapphires, unless I need to do something else right now. I feel like I have to go back to an NPC or something. So I feel like someone is going to have to give me some level of information, because unless I'm mistaken, I don't think the game is providing me with any realistic information right now. Unless there's something in the book still. I mean, there is still this whole part with the tasks written on papyrus. Now, I'm assuming in his brain there is a task right now that is telling him, go kill the demon. So am I supposed to remove the task from his brain? Or from his skull? But it's once again talking about a natural source of ink. And their magical power derived from the use of a phoenix tail. Wait. Source of ink. Just in general. How is ink made in real life? Where does ink come from? Organic pigments and dyes. So plants, minerals, insects. Can I make my own dyes using the mushroom? Did it say something about a black dye as well? Or just... Okay, I mean, I'm thinking maybe I make my own dye. Okay, let me try something, okay? Let me try something. Let's see if my Googling of real world stuff has helped me out. So what I want to do is I want to grab... let me just put a couple of these in the bank for now. There we go. Let me grab the pestle and mortar and a vial, because I'm assuming I need something to put it in. What if I use this on the black mushroom? Wait, no, that's black dye. I was very happy there for a moment, but that's just black dye. That's just black dye. Can I combine this with that? No, nothing happens. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's cool that I can make black dye. I didn't realize that, so that's something that I've learned. I can make black dye with the mortar and pestle. Can I put the sapphire into the mortar and pestle? No. Okay. I'm not sure. Anyway, I have to go right now, so I will be back to finish up this recording later, and hopefully my brain will have figured something out by then. Alrighty then, guys. Welcome back. So, I have asked for some advice in the Discord once again. Quick reminder, guys, if you want to join the Discord, the link will be in the description. You're all free to join, so, you know, click that link, come say hi. But there is a channel in there, as I talked about before, where I can ask people for quest hints without them completely guiding me. It's like a nice middle ground between getting a guide and not having a guide whatsoever. I will put up on the screen exactly what I asked and what answers I got, so you guys know what I'm working with, and I will keep doing that. For some reason my mic just decided to flip-flop the other way. But yeah, I was talking about the guides that people were giving me, or that the help people were giving me. So I first of all want to look into the bits about the feather. So that said, you don't have to go terribly far to find the feather. It'll be somewhere near the river. You won't need to cross the desert or leave it. So that's a nice bit of information. So that means I won't have to go very far. There might be mobs somewhere around here. Now, I do see there's some area up north here as well, maybe. So I want to go check it out first. Maybe it's around the oasis. I'm not sure, but, you know, I'll just run around. But I'm probably looking for a phoenix mob or something of the kind, because I want its feathers, which I want to then turn into a pen or a quill or whatever it was called. So, let's see. Is there anything here? Don't think so. Anyway, I'll keep on exploring, see if I find something cool, and I'll see you guys in a moment. There's some goats here, though. Oh, wait. Grab feather from Desert Phoenix. Whoa, whoa. These guys look so cool, though. They look really cool. Wait. Oh, you need thieving for that. Oh, I don't have space anymore, I think. So use? Wow. Okay, so that's what you need the thieving for. And these mobs look really cool. Wait, enter cave? Is this that? Oh, what is this? Necklace of Passage, Desert Eagle Station of the Eagle Transportation System. What happens if I click it? Can I not do anything with it yet? You enter a cave. You push the boulder? We push a boulder. Where are we now? What is this place? Where am I? Is this a nest? Is this where the phoenix lives? Guys, what is the plural for phoenix? Is it phoenixes? Phoenixi? That way just leads to a big drop straight down the cliff. I think it's more suited to eagles. Oh. Okay, I don't think there's anything in here right now, but I'll probably have to return here for a quest or something at some point. Anyway, that is the feather I need. So I'm thinking maybe I dip the feather into the black dye. This part I haven't really read about. And that's true, you dip the phoenix feather into the dye. Beautiful, beautiful. So the phoenix quill pen. Okay, so let me go back now to the Discord. I'll put it back up on the screen again. And he says, looks like you don't need to be told the ink is nearby. Okay, we got that. Okay, beautiful. You know, I was a bit torn on this because, like, is black dye ink really? I mean, I don't know, like, in my mind, ink is something else, but then again, it is black, generally. As for something to write on, I think that will be outside the desert. Normally you'd find it in a shop on Karamia, but that's a bit out of the way. Looking it up, I see there's a shop in Al-Kharit if you wanted to search the town thoroughly. So, I'm curious now, because he says, search the town thoroughly. Does that indicate in some way that it is not easy to find? Because he put the word thoroughly there, and you know, I know this guy writes a lot for a living, so I choose to believe that he chooses his words carefully. Anyway, I'll go back to Al-Kharit and I will just start exploring, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Oh, we also put some spoiler things down, as you can see. Now, I don't want to look into those just yet unless I get absolutely stuck, because he does say, but if you want to just grab one quickly, there's a shop in spoiler and another one in spoiler as well. So we can always, you know, go back to that, but that's kind of like the next step in the guide. I appreciate the spoiler tags being used here as well, so we can actually just still try and do it sort of blind. I am really enjoying the system though. I think it works really well. I don't really see a store based on just the icons on the map that would indicate that they would sell parchment. And I'm thinking I'll go check up north. Am I supposed to go to the mage training area maybe? Because like parchment, mages, wizards. You know, I can see wizards having parchments, right? Like, you know, I just imagine that opening scene in The Lord of the Rings where Gandalf has to ride over to, I can't remember exactly where he goes, but he goes to like this library, and like he's sitting there with the scrolls, like the cigar on the lip and stuff. And, wait, isn't this the guy from the, wow, I'm blanking. Isn't this the guy from the Flying Carpet Company? Hold on, I didn't even realize he was a character. Let's see, what does he... Oh, he sells the desert shirt as well. Oh, that's nice. Well, I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really matter, but what else does he sell? Wait, a fake beard? I would love to have a fake beard, but I have to sell something to him. Can I just sell this semi-empty water skin to him? He doesn't want it. Okay, you know what? I can drop it. Okay, let me see. What else does he sell? A Caridian headpiece. Oh, so you can even get more stuff. But is Caridian different than desert boots? Or like desert shirt? I guess this is the desert set, right? And this is other stuff. And then... Wait, papyrus! Wait, this isn't... What? Wait, also, a medium task in the desert area. This is what we're looking for, isn't it? Wait, papyrus. Wait, that's it, right? Hold on. I think it is. Hold on. We drop this. Trade him. We grab the papyrus. See, I love how this worked out, because I was pointed in this general direction, and for some reason I found it extremely quickly, which makes me really, really happy. But you know why I found this? Like, this guy is a quest NPC, I think. The feud. Yes, this guy, which is probably between him and the Gnome Air Company, I'm guessing. But the way I got this one is because I recognized his name based on what the NPC right over here told me. So that made me curious. I want to check him out. So that works really well together. I love that. Anyway, this papyrus, can I now use it with the Phoenix Quill Pen? You write on the papyrus, your task is done. A Golem program. Examine. It reads, your task is done. Guys, I think our task is done. His task is done. Our task is done. I think I go to the Golem right now. I open up his brain with the strange implement, and then I just put I just crumple it up, like shove it in his brain, and then we're done. I think that's it. See you guys there. Oh, curious to see, by the way. Let me open up the spoiler tags. I'll also put that one up on the screen and see where I could have bought it. So there's one right beside the pet shop you visited in Ardone, and another one outside the tourist center where you washed up during the waterfall quest. Oh, I mean, to be fair, those are probably not easy to grab than this one. Alright, so I open him up with the strange implement, and then I put the Golem program in his brain. New instructions, updating program, task complete. Thank you. Now my mind is at rest. And there we go. That is the Golem completed. 1 quest point, 1000 crafting experience, 1000 thieving experience. Honestly, the rewards, they're not special at all. I don't really care for the rewards too much. I mean, the quest point is nice, the experience is cool, but oh, I mean, to be fair, crafting level 48, you can now craft snakeskin bandanas. That's kind of cool. But of course, you know, the main reason why we're doing this quest, besides just the actual experience of doing the quest, is to be able to unlock Shadow of the Storm, which we can start by talking to Father Reen outside the bank in Al Kharid. So it's kind of close. It's Demon Slayer Part 2. It's medium length as well, so it's going to be a bit longer than this quest. Although I think this video probably is quite long because, you know, I make these videos quite long. You know, I struggle figuring things out sometimes, but I think that's a bit of the charm of the series, so I don't want to cut that out too much. Anyway, guys, I will make sure to not make this video any longer than it has to be, so thank you so much for watching. Next time we'll be playing Shadow of the Storm, so stay tuned for that. You know, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you do want to stay tuned for that. I'll be back in 3 days. See you guys then. Bye-bye. Have a great day.